Hello everyone. So today we are going to implement the exit part of this car. So we have already implemented this function, that where the character can walk into the car and drive away, and today we are going to implement exiting the car. So when the car is in the air, the driver cannot exit. So in order to exit, we have to get down on the ground and also stop the car, otherwise the character can't exit. Now the character can exit like this. Alright, so this is what we are going to work today, and if we want, again we can go here and enter the car. Right, so with this the car tutorial series is finished, I think. And this episode is sponsored by this generous patron. Thank you very much for your support. Okay, so at the moment we can get into the car and we can drive away, but still we haven't worked on how to get out of the car. So let's work on that part today. Okay, first let me open the car blueprint. Right here, and I'm not planning to allow the character to exit the car while it is on the air. In the air, only when the car is stopped and only when the car is on the ground, I'm gonna allow it to exit. Let me also open the third person character blueprint. So here, yeah, we have interact event. Okay, so let's implement the same function in the car as well. This is start interaction. Actually this part is the get in part. Here let's implement input action interact, this one. So basically the character should exit. Okay, so how do we detect if the car is on the ground? So for that, actually we can do a simple line trace. Here let's put the let's check the enter location, the same enter location of the character, and there let's do a line trace. Also we need to make sure the car is stopped, so we can get velocity. Can we get speed? No. From the velocity we can get the vector length, thereby it gives us the speed. And let's have a branch here to check if the speed is, let's say, less than 10. We can change that number. Right, so once we press 10, sorry, not 10, once we press exit, if we are going to exit we should disable movement. So yeah, also in order to be able to exit we should be in the ground as well. So get the enter location and get world location, and let's add another vector, let's say 50. add another vector. So here what I'm doing is I'm defining the start and end of the line traces. Let's do a line trace by channel. This is the starting point and this is the ending point. Let's use the camera channel and let's set the debug type for duration. Right, so if we have a successful hit, that means the character can exit. Sorry, not exist. I think we should not make it too higher. Right, so here let's print can exit. Alright, now let's see if we get the print. If we get the can exit printed into the screen. If I press E, yeah, you can see that the line trace, and also you can see can exit. Right, oh, we didn't check what happens if I press C when while we are on the move. I can't. Now we can. We don't get can exit because we are in the air. Okay. So this is how we enter the car. And when we enter the car, we play this animation montage, this one. So what if we play this with reversed? Let's add a function using this PPI player interface. Let's call it exit car. Right, now let me implement it. Exit car event in the third person character. So here what we should first do, let's just call play montage, play any montage. Entering car 3. This is the montage we are playing here, right? Yes. And let's play it with -1 and see what happens. So in the air car, after can exit is called, that means we can exit. So we also attach the driver. Where do we attach the driver? Here we attach the driver to the driver socket. So now we should detach it. So how do we do it? And what is we are attaching? Self. Okay, so let's first call detach from actor. Oh, attach actor to component, right? Then I guess we should call detach from component. No, this is not the function, so let's type self no. Anyway, let's try this detach from actor. Yeah, and keep the location and rotation and scale in the world scale. Right, now here when we get out, in order to allow the character to move through the car, we should set collision enable, set actor enable collision to false. So we should disable collisions of the car. Then on the driver, let's call exit car. Right, shall we try this? Okay, so when I press E, character try to exit, but the animation doesn't play, so maybe we can't just play this with the -1, right? Okay, so what we can do is, this is the entering car animation. Let me duplicate it, and can we set let me duplicate this entering car 3 montage, and let's call it exit car montage. Right, now select the animation and let's set the play rate to -1. And let's play that and see what happens. Right, now we have entered. Okay, the animation does play, but the root motion doesn't take place. Right, I guess that's because the animation you've seen, animation's first frame. As for the road motion, road location, no, that option is also not working. Actually, I already have a separate animation for exiting car. Right, how about we use this one? Where is this? Okay, let me delete these montages. No, and let's create. Let me first enable road motion for this. Okay, and create an montage. Right, now let's use this. and let's see what happens. Oh wait, it is still not moving. Why is that? Do we disable collisions for this sector? Ah yeah, here we have disabled collisions. Maybe that's the reason. Set actor enable collisions. No, still didn't work. Alright, so when we enter, we also set the character movement mode to none. That also can be a reason. So set movement mode back to walking. Right, and what else? I think this character is colliding with the camera boom of the car. So when we exit, let's disable the collision test of the camera boom of the car as well. Set do collision test to false. Right, now let's test. First enter, right, entered. Now exit. Alright, now we should transfer the control back to third person character. Right, how do we do that? So this is how we transfer control to the car. We set the world position of the camera to the existing camera location, and then we do the processing. After that we move back the camera into the relative location 0, 0, 0. So I think we can do this, copy the same thing for the character as well. Here let's give a delay of, how long is this sequence? Four seconds, actually 5 seconds. Okay, let's give a 5-second delay, and let me paste all the copied part. Right, now it should be, oh wait, camera, oh, this should be replaced with follow camera. Right, let's test now. Okay, now we can move. and we can enter. Oh, we can't enter. Alright, because when the character exit from the car, we set disable the collision. So actually let's set delay here of 5 seconds, so that there is enough time for player to the character to get out. Then let's again set collision enabled for the car. Also we have this is driving and driver. These two variables should be reset. So set is driving to false and set driver to nothing. Let's see. Okay, now we can enter again. Right, so the only remaining problem is we have to modify this exiting animation a little bit so that it does not go through the roof of the car. So this is the this is the basic pose we have to have. No, and as in driving, let me go to the front view. So this is the correct pose we need to have when the actor is in the car. Let me take a screenshot for the reference. But now in the exiting car it's like this, so that's the problem. Right, so let me give it a try and modify this animation. Right, so I modified the animation a little bit. Actually it's not perfect, but that's the best I can do in Unreal. So yeah, now you see the character getting out, but we didn't open the door, so we need to open the door. Actually, in order to open the door, we can use the same method that we have used in here. Door left to this. Set the relative rotation to 90. That's all we have to do in order to open the door. Paste it here and let's say in 4 seconds set this back to 0. So the delay of, let's say, 4 seconds. Where do we close the door? Right at 4.5 it looks like, but anyway, this door closing animation doesn't match, so it doesn't matter here. and here only 1 second delay is enough, right? Now let's check. Okay, now the character can walk around, and if we want, again we can enter the car and fly away or drive away, but we can't exit while we are on the air. We have to come to the ground, then only exit function works. Okay, and here I'm going to stop this episode. So as always, project files will be available for the download. Link would be in the description below, and if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.